Have you ever really stopped to think about your lunch? I mean, what's it actually doing in there? It's so much more than just filling you up. Think of it like a construction site, a pharmacy, even an energy plant, all happening on one plate. So today, we're going to dive into the incredible building blocks of nutrition.
So, really, what is food all about? I mean, yeah, it stops you from being hungry and can taste amazing, but every single bite you take, it has a very specific, super important job to do. Let's dig in and find out what those jobs are.
All right, first things first, let's talk about the most basic role of food. It's basically the high-octane fuel that powers everything you do. Every move, every thought, even every single heartbeat. You could almost think of every meal like it's on a three-part mission. Okay, part one, give you that instant energy. Part two, bring in all the raw materials you need for growth and repair. And part three, to build up your body's defenses. It's this incredible, constant cycle that's happening inside you, like right now. And when you look at all the food choices out there, I mean, with countless plants and animals, it's easy to feel a little overwhelmed, right? But what if there was a simple way to make sense of it all? Well, good news, there is. And it all comes down to understanding just a few key categories. So, believe it or not, we can classify pretty much all food into these 5 key groups of nutrients. These are the fundamental building blocks of everything we eat. So, let's kick things off with the heavy hitters. Okay, our first group up is what we call the macronutrients. Just think of these as the major players on your plate. They're the ones giving you that powerful energy and all the raw materials your body needs to build itself up and keep everything running. And first up on the team, you've definitely heard of this one, carbohydrates. When it comes to fast energy, these guys are the undisputed champions. So carbs really have one main job. They're your body's go-to source for quick energy. Anytime you need a fast fuel up, carbs are the first thing your body turns to. That's because their chemical structure is pretty simple, which means they can be broken down super fast for that instant power boost. You find these quick energy sources in all sorts of common foods. Think rice, bread, bananas, and potatoes. It's exactly why you see marathon runners loading up on pasta the night before a big race, right? They're just stocking up on all that readily available fuel for the big day. All right, next up for our macro team, let's talk about proteins. So if carbs are the quick-burning fuel, you can think of proteins as the high-quality construction materials for your body. Yeah, you've probably heard proteins called the building blocks of the body, and that's for a really good reason. They're the essential materials for growth, for repair. I mean, for creating literally everything from your muscles and skin to your hormones and enzymes. And you can find great, high-quality protein in a ton of different foods. For plant-based sources, you've got things like beans, lentils, and chickpeas, and of course, animal sources like milk, chicken, eggs, and fish. The real key here is just getting a good variety of them in your diet. And that brings us to the final member of our macronutrient team, fats. Now, I know fats sometimes get a bad rap, but listen, they're absolutely critical for our health. See, fats play a few really unique and vital roles. They're like your body's long-term energy reserve. In fact, they're the richest source of fuel you can get. But they also do other things, like cushion your vital organs and even provide insulation to help keep you warm. And we're talking about healthy fats here, which you can find in everyday foods like olive oil and avocados, not to mention nuts, seeds, and even certain types of cheese. Okay, so we've met the major players, the macronutrients. But what about all the essential helpers working behind the scenes? Well, those are the micronutrients. And even though we only need them in smaller amounts, they are absolutely crucial for our health. Vitamins are kind of like the spark plugs for your body. They make it possible for countless chemical reactions to happen. For example, vitamin A is essential for keeping your eyes healthy, while vitamin C is a big one for healthy skin. Vitamin D helps you absorb calcium to get those strong bones, and vitamin K, super important for making sure your blood clots properly when you get a cut. Minerals have their own highly specialized jobs too. Calcium, as you probably know, is famous for building strong bones and teeth. Iron is absolutely essential for helping your red blood cells carry oxygen. Iodine is needed to support your thyroid gland, and sodium, that helps maintain your body's super important water balance. So, we've got our fuel, our building bricks, and our behind-the-scenes helpers. The big question is, how do we put it all together to get the best results? Well, that, my friends, is where the art of a balanced diet comes into play. And a balanced diet is actually a lot simpler than you might think. It's not really about what you can't eat. It's all about making sure you're including all those essential nutrients your body needs to really, truly thrive. But here's a really important point. A balanced diet isn't some one-size-fits-all thing. Our nutritional needs actually change as we get older. I mean, what's right for a toddler is going to be totally different from what a teenager, an adult, or a senior needs to feel their best. And the difference between getting it right and, well, getting it wrong, it's huge. A balanced diet keeps our bodies healthy and working the way they're supposed to. But an unbalanced one that's consistently missing one or more of these building blocks, is going to directly and negatively affect our growth and our overall health. It's that simple. And these deficiencies have very real consequences. For example, a long-term lack of protein can actually affect growth. Not getting enough vitamin A can impact your vision, and an iron deficiency, that can lead to something called anemia, which leaves you feeling tired all the time. See? Every single one of these building blocks is essential. So it really all comes back to this one idea. Every meal, every single snack is a choice. A choice about which materials you are giving your body to work with. Kind of makes you think, doesn't it? What are you building with today?